Hello everyone, myself Sanket and let's study about props. So before we get into the props, let's study about functions, right? We all use functions. So what is the purpose behind using functions, right? So we have to use functions again and again. This is the main purpose of using functions, that we are not exploring the dry principle, which is do not repeat yourself, right? So we will write function once and we will reuse them, right? So this is one function and this is the second function. So can anyone tell me this what is the flaw in this first function? Right, it has one possibility that it doesn't have any parameters, right? So whenever I will be using this function, the function always returns 3, right? So the main purpose behind using function is not fulfilled, right? So for that part, what we can do is we can pass two parameters a and b, and after that we can return a plus b. So as you can see, we have now infinite number of opportunities to use this function in different places, right? So basically my main purpose behind this example is, so basically we are adding some information for the particular functions and we are increasing the possibilities of using them and reusing them, right? So let's see one example. So this is one screenshot from Airbnb website. So as Soham told about, Airbnb is made up of React, right? So you can see here is there are different location cards, right? So it is feasible that let's say there is new location, then the developers write the code again and again. This is not feasible, right? Instead of this, what is feasible is we can write the code for one card and we can use that particular card again and again. So first analyze this particular card. So each card here has one image, has one title, then it has location, the distance, then it has date, and then it has the particular cost, right? So each component having same idea. So we can make one component and after that we can reuse that particular component in a different way. So basically what is the purpose of using props? So to make this component reusable, we use props. So basically for making functions reusable, what we use is we provide some parameters, right? So to reuse the components, we pass props. So let's study about what are props and how we use it, right? So talking about props, so what are props? So props is just stylish way of saying properties. So the next point is we use props in React to pass the data from one component to another component. The important part here, and I'll just note it here, it that the we can pass props from parent component to the child component, but not vice versa, right? We can see the example here also. So let's say you are visiting Amazon website, right? So there you can see the app component, which is the main component over there. After that, I just search about mobile phone. So there are different cards that are popping out in front of me, right? There is iPhone or there is Samsung or there is Xiaomi, right? So basically in this case the app component is the parent component and the card component, different card components are the child components. So as you can see the arrow, so we can send props from app component to the card component because here app is parent component, right? So we cannot pass the props from the child component to app component. So here you can see there is one logo that we cannot pass the props from the child component to parent component, right? So the next point is data from the props is immutable. So basically we cannot modify the data coming from the props. We have to use that data as it is. To change that data we use state. The talking about state, you will be studying about state in the next session. So enough about theory, right? We studied about how the functions work, how the functions can be have infinite possibilities, how the components can have infinite possibilities of reusing them using props. So let's talk about this one mini project that we will be create now. So let's build this particular card. This is a company card. We will be using props to make this. So before going to the code part, just analyze this particular web page. So basically in this web page, we are having one component, main component out here. And after that, we are having 5 child components. So each component will have image, after that the title of the particular company, and after that the founder and the website, right? So if we take carefully, if we see carefully, then each card has same component, right? So each card has image, after that each card has like a title, after that the website of the particular company, and after that the founders, right? So basically we will be using props to make this design. So here is my VS Code. So before going to the styling and all the parts, so first go to the file structure. So here you can see there is app.js, which is the parent component I say, right? So basically this is the functional component we will be using, and to export the component, as Sania said, we can use export default, and after that the name of that particular component. After that, for the components part, here I have three components, right? So basically for this mini project we will be needing two components. The first one will be the company card, which is the parent card. So as you can see here, this is the parent card which contains 5 individually cards, right? So basically the card is here is the child element. Just a second. Yeah, so as you can see, the one card is the child element of this particular parent element. So the flow of sending props and receiving props will be from this particular parent component to this child component, right? So just pass the props, and let's see how to pass the props. So basically here, as you can see, I have imported the card from the card component, because here we have to import the child component. To use the child component to parent, we have to import that particular class, right? So here you can see we are having card component, which is this is the card component, the individual one, and after that we are having this particular parent component. So in the parent component we have to send props, and in the child component we have to receive props. So let's first talk about how to send props, right? So this is the particular if we want to render the card, we have to just write this syntax, right, as Sanya told about it. So the next thing is how to pass the props. So basically you just remember this, how to passing props. We can pass the props using HTML attribute like structure, right? So if you talk about the image tag, there is src attribute, right? So same like that we are having the attributes. So just analyze, the each card has 4 to 5 things, right? The first thing is image, right? So we have to pass the image attribute. After that, just a minute, we are having title. After that we are having founder, and after that we are having website link, right? Yeah, so as you can see, for this particular card, first of all, there are 5 cards. So I'll just copy paste this card. This is second card, this is third card, this is fourth one, and this is fifth. Yeah, this is fifth one, right? So basically for this Facebook, this is the card for Facebook. After that, this is the different companies, right? So for Facebook, I am having here information. For the image tag, we have this information. After that, the title is meta. So as you can see, this is the commented tag, commented code. So as you can see, the title is meta. After that, the founder. After that, the website. So I have the required information for all the companies. So let's just copy paste this. So as you can see, just I'll yeah. So for passing props, we can use the HTML like structure, right? So for this image, after that title, we have to provide the data into the parent component. Same for the other. I'll just copy paste. Just give me, yeah. So for Apple, just copy, and the Apple, yes, yes. Then again for the next thing. So we have copied the data for the first one, the second one, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one, right? So I'll just, yeah, this card is written under. Just give me a minute. I'll just copy the last data. Yeah, so as you can see, for sending props, we can use HTML like structure. For this whole company's card, I have just send the props. So we have to receive that particular props in our child component, right? So as you can see, this is the child component. So in this child component, we have to receive these props using props. So we just have to provide one keyword here into the bracket. So this keyword is not need not to be props. It can be anything. It can be anything. I'll just add, just give me a second. I'll just take MLSC, right? This is just to show you that it should not be only props or something. So we have to build this card component. So we have sent the props from the parent component to the child component. So we have to receive it, right? So if we analyze this particular card, each card has one image, right? So image, and for image there are SRC tag and ALT tag. ALT tag is for the screen readers. Then we have H1. So we are having H3 here. After that we are having paragraphs, and after that we are having paragraph again, right? So just send the props from here. So to access the props we use dot operator. So basically this is the MLSC dot image. So how we have received this particular prop? So basically we have received this prop and we have to use image property of that. So this is the whole prop and we have to access the image property. So for that part we will use dot operator. After that the header of the website will be the card will be MLSC dot title, right? After that the paragraph, in the first paragraph we are having MLSC dot founder, I guess, yeah. And the last one is website. So as you can see we have received the props, and to render this particular card we have to just type in here the company card component, right? So first we have to import that particular thing. So I just have imported, yeah, as you can see, and we have to render this particular part. So I have rendered it, right? So as you can see the result is in front of us, right? So basically the hierarchy of this particular task is we are having app component, which is the main component. After that we are having the child of app, which is company card. In company card we are sending props because it is parent for this card component, right? The card component is the child component, the company card component is the parent component. So basically we are sending props from parent to the child, and we are receiving this particular point from using this particular object and dot operator, right? So this was about sending and receiving props, right? So but there is one fault in this, right? So you see that you have seen that I have copied the data from somewhere else, right? So we don't need to like hard copy at that particular time. So for this we are having one example, and for solution. So there is one array.map method in JavaScript. So basically array.map method is so basically let's say one example. So there is one example. There is one JavaScript array as const num as 1 2 3 4 5. Let's say we have to convert this particular array in 1 4 9 16 25. If we see carefully, so basically this array is the every elements square. So basically for that particular use we use array.map method. So particularly the syntax of the array.map method is, if after that map we have the function, right? So const square is equal to nums.map, nums as was the array, so array.map, and after that in bracket we are having one callback function. So particularly for each num we are returning num into num. So for each num, for 1 we are returning in 1 into 1, for 2 we are returning 2 into 2, for 3 we are returning 3 into 3, and so on. There is second example. As you can see there is the array of names. So that our task is that convert this array into this array. So what we have to do? We have to simply convert it into uppercase. So what we can do is that const upper is equal to array.map, and after that in function we have to return for each name we have to return name dot to uppercase. So as you can see the first letter is uppercase. So this was about the JS and JS. Here comes the interesting part. So we have to render the JSX elements, not the JS elements on our website, right? That is our main goal. So to convert that particular JS array into JSX element, we can use array.map method. So here you can see, here is the array of Pokemon, and we have to convert this particular element into paragraph tag. So what we can do for that particular thing? So for each paragraph we have array.map. Pokemon is the array, so array.map, and after that for each mon is the variable for Pokemon each case. So for that each case we will be interpolating that into the mon. So this is the JavaScript string literal syntax. For this particular thing, if we want to use the variable, we have to just write the dollar instead of only curly braces. We have to add dollar and curly braces. So as you can see, with the help of array.map method, we convert this particular thing into JSX element. So that is our main goal. So let's build this using this thing. So let's assume that particular thing. We are having Airbnb here, right? So basically you will be learning API integration. So let's assume that if we fetch API, then API returns us the JS array. So basically with the help of that JS array, we have to map over that array with the help of array.map method, and after that we have to convert that into different components. So to use this, we'll just take one mini project which is to build this particular card. So as you can see, this is the I'll just uh, I'll just talk about the file structure once. Yeah, so as you can see in the turtles.card component, we are having the JavaScript array here, right? So just assume that we are getting this JavaScript array from the API, because here we haven't studied about API, right? So we will be studying about API in further section. Let's assume that this array we have got from the API. So for this particular thing, we have to map this array such that it should render as a component, right? So for that thing, we'll just write one function. The function will be const display turtles, and the syntax was array.map. Here the name of the array is turtles, right? So turtles.map, and as I said, there is one callback function, that is array.map method is returning, right? So to write the callback function, I just write this, and each turtle there will be we will be using this prop as a turtle. We can use anything here, as I told as I've told earlier, and after that we have to return this particular thing. Yeah, just a minute. Mm, I'll just rewrite this function. Yeah, so array.map. After that, there is one callback, and after that, we are using map in this, right? We will just use turtle, and after that we have to rewrite this function as this, like this. So basically if we analyze this particular card, in each card we are having one image, right? After that we are having first name and the nickname of each turtle, and after that we are having weapon of choice of turtle. So we have to access this data from the turtles array. So what we can do, we can use, for the name property we can use turtles.name, for the nickname property we can use turtles.nickname. So to pass on this data, I just write this function. Yeah, as you can see, there is a display turtles function. In this function, we will be using turtle prop. So for each card, you are seeing here the image tag. And for the SRC, as I have told about how to receive props using dot operator, right? After that, the H1 turtle dot name, and in brackets turtle dot nickname. After that, the weapon of choice and turtle dot weapon, right? So in paragraph tag, we are having that. So basically, we have made a one variable using this array. So we have mapped over this array to create the components. So just re-render that particular, and to render that particular variable, which is the display turtles in this case, we have to write curly braces. As Prakhar and Sanya mentioned, we have to just write it into curly braces. So as you can see here, just a minute, and after that we have to render this into app component, because app is our parent component, right? So I'll just import this particular thing. We need not to worry about the company card. So I'll just comment it out. After that, we have to render the turtle card component, right? So as you can see, we have rendered this, and after that, we can say the just give it header, just give it as turtles. Yeah, as you can see, this is the result. So what we have done is we have received one array, let's say from API. After that, we have mapped over that particular array to create different components. Just let's take a look about at console once. So as you can see here, I'll just clear console once. Yeah, so as you can see, React is giving one error. So it is saying that each child in a list should have unique key prop, right? So React is expecting from us that each card should have key prop which is unique for that particular card. So what we can do is that for passing props, we have seen this thing. We'll just add key as a turtle.name. So as you can see, turtle.name. So for each component there is different name. So that is unique itself. So if we see the console again, I'll just refresh. You can see the error is gone, right? So basically this is about the key prop. The next part I want to talk about is destructuring props. For that I'll just use this one example. So as you can see that we have received this, just a minute. Yeah, so basically we are receiving this prop, right? So prop is nothing but object that we are receiving from the app component to the child component, or the parent component to the child component. Let's assume that we have received this person object. So in object we have different properties like image, there is name, there is phone and email. So let's say we have to access the image. So how we can console.log it? We use console.log person.name, right? So basically the answer will be this, which is the name of this person. After that we want to receive the image of that particular person. Then we can use person.image. So as you can see here, we have to make use of the dot operator. So after that, to make this easier, we will be using the structuring objects concept. So what destructuring object concept is, after the ES6 version of the JavaScript, we can destructure that particular object and we can use the simpler syntax. So as you can see in this person object, we won't be needing phone and email, right? We only need image and name. So for this particular thing, we can unpack that particular properties from the object. So as you can see from the person object, I have unpacked the two properties, which is image and name. So as you can see, after the destructuring an object, we have to pass like, let's say we have to access the image. We need not to access the person.image, right? So because we have destructured that particular property and we have unpacked it from the object, so we just have to write about the console.log image and console.log name. So as you can see, destructuring prop have made our syntax very much simpler. So let's say about the one example about the destructuring props. Just a second, I'll just use the company card component to give you the clear idea. Just a second. I just have to import first. Import company card. From, just a thing, components. After that we are having company card component, right? I'll just write it, company card dot component. Yeah, so as we have imported that particular thing, just write the company card. It is missing a semicolon. Just the thing. Components. After that we are having company card. Still giving error. Just a minute. Yeah, we'll use function. Just a minute. Yeah. We'll use turtle card only. Just a minute. And we have to render that. We are having this, right? So in this case, I'll just go to turtles.card. So as you have seen, this is the prop that we have received, right? So what we can do is that we can destructure this particular prop into different properties. So for destructuring props, we can use curly braces. And which are the properties that we need for this particular thing? We will be needing name of that particular turtle. After that, image URL. After that, the nickname and the weapon, right? So as you can see, this is showing it is not defined because we have to just use name in this case because we have destructured that particular property from the object. So I'll just do this thing. Yeah, so as you can see, the result is same. So this was about the destructuring props and destructuring objects. There is one property. There is here you can see one sentence is here. I'll just talk about this particular thing is here. So as you can see, this is the property of NAME name. So we have to take care that this name and this name should be exactly same. If I use different, let's say for image URL, I just write image instead of image URL, there is nothing like error or something, right? But in the web page you can see that the image is not visible. The simple reason behind this is that the property name here and the property name here should be exactly same. If I just correct it, you can see the result is same, right? So you have to take care that this name and this name should be exactly same. Yeah, this was about the props and destructuring objects.